Hey everybody, today is Wednesday with Wallpaper. Wicka wicka. Hey, started a little late today. Sorry, usually I do this in the morning, but I had a rough morning. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a rough morning. Didn't really feel like doing the video. So hey, it's afternoon. It's afternoons with Wallpaper. Wicka wicka. And hey, you know what? It's all good. We don't always have good days. We don't always have good mornings. Today's scripture is Philippians 4:4-5. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all, for the Lord is near. If I'm being honest with you, I don't really always feel like rejoicing, and I don't always feel gentle. I don't feel like I'm, like this morning, I didn't feel like being very gentle. The bank messed up some stuff in my account, and I wasn't feeling like rejoicing, being nice, being kind, or being gentle. But you know what? We can't let circumstances determine our mood, our attitude, or how we act. Again, we cannot let our circumstances dictate how we act. So I rejoice in the Lord even when I'm having a bad day. I'm gentle even when I'm having a bad day, a frustration. And I had to be reminded of that today. I had to be reminded that it's not about how I feel, it's about who I am. And who I am is a child of God who still has me, who is not going to leave me. So I walk into the store today frustrated and mad about a few things, and I just those days you just feel like going back to sleep, right? So I go in, I'm frustrated, reading the scripture, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident in all, for the Lord is near. And I'm like, okay, it's gonna be okay. And then one of the guys I work with, who's homeless, his name is Nick, walks into the store and basically says he got his bike stolen, and he don't have a lot. I've been working with him for a while, and I'm like, now that's a bad day. Now, there's lots of things that with me can be frustrating and mad, but this guy has nothing, and he got his bike stolen. That's a bad day. That's his transportation's gone. And I got to remember man, even in my worst days, it's so much better than other people's days. Like, the worst day I can have is still a better day of any of my friends in Haiti. The worst day I have today is even better than my friend who now has his bike stolen and he's living in a tent and doesn't know what to do next. So put in perspective of your day, put in perspective of your life. And I need to learn this, that, man, even in our worst times, rejoice, because your worst day is promise you is not as bad as some. Be gentle and be kind, because even in the worst times, God is still kind to you. Don't let your circumstances dictate your attitude. Don't let your circumstances decide for you how you're going to act. No, you decide, and you let God take care of your circumstances. So in that today, I rejoice. I rejoice in my bad times. I rejoice in my frustrations. I rejoice in just the times that I have, that I know God has me, and even in the worst times, He still has me. So today I will rejoice. I will rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice. I'm going to be gentle in Him. Let your gentleness be evident in all, because the Lord is near. He is with you. And I'm not going to let my circumstances today dictate my attitude and the way that I handle and the way I react. I hope you do the same thing. So today's being better. I'm having a better day. I'm moving forward. And I thank y'all so much for understanding. And this is Wednesday Wallpaper, and I'll always be honest with you. And sometimes if you get it in the afternoon, you'll be like, oh, Michael Wall had a bad day, because we all do sometimes. So, hey, remember Philippians 4:4-5. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident at all, for the Lord is near. Love y'all. This is Wednesday Wallpaper. We see you next week. Wicka wicka.